Hi everyone, I'm jumping in before the video you are about to see to explain to you that I recorded that yesterday. Today is October 17, this is 2024 if you're watching in the future, and I recorded on October 16, and I talk about the fact that we were going to be going to a crochet party that evening. When I say we, I mean me, and some friends, and LaShawn, Derek's girlfriend. And we were going to be with some friends to teach them how to crochet, and we had such a good time, but it doesn't make sense now because we've already done it. I'm not going to tell you how it went. It was good. I'll talk about it in a future video, and we do plan on doing it again. So I just wanted to explain that that was yesterday, what you're about to see, so go ahead and watch it. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. Can I chat with you again today? Is it too much? I'm just in the mood to chat. Yesterday I did 2 videos. I had my crochet block of the month up, and then I uploaded a car vlog that I did. And I thought, oh, I should keep that car vlog for tomorrow. And I was like, no, if I feel like having a video tomorrow, I'll just record another one. So yesterday was Tuesday. I should have called it 2 for Tuesday, but don't count on that being a habit. So I might die out really quick. Come over here. So we got this guy today. His daddy is at the treatment center, and I came to pick up some little gifts to give tonight for the crochet party. And when I say party, yeah, somebody asked me, and she says, is it like a Tupperware party? Do they even still do that? Is Tupperware a thing anymore? No, it's not. It's not like there to shop and buy or things like that. We're just getting together, a bunch of women, and Derek, because Derek's girlfriend is going to be there. She also crochets like crazy, and so we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be there teaching people how to crochet, hopefully, or just having fun, right? That's what we're doing. And there's going to be some food, and I believe there's usually something to drink if somebody wants something to drink other than water, like me. And so it's going to be fun, and I feel good enough. I'm glad. I just get tired quickly, but I feel pretty good today. So right, Rocket? Yes. And this little guy is so happy to be in the car. I was able to take him because it's cool. Let me see. 56 degrees. I could live in that year-round. You don't know how happy it makes me. I have more of a wintry shirt, what I call wintry, on. I did wear this last year, so you probably are used to seeing it. But it's so comfortable and stretchy, and I'm just so glad to have different things to choose from. And what else do I want to fill you in on? Yeah, did I mention the stuff I bought? I bought crochet cotton to make dishcloths, because I thought if they learn how to crochet, they might like to make a dishcloth. It's useful for yourself, and it's also nice to give as gifts. And the color choices were horrible. I could get some green, some pink, one black, one Christmas mix, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue, that's not Christmas. That's 4th of July. Red, white, and green. And I think that was it. There was no blue, no purple. And I also am giving everybody a hook, and LaShawn is doing gift bags too with some balls of yarn, and I think she said she's going to have some candy in those bags, and I thought of candy, but I was like, I don't even want to bring candy home. So I'm just doing what I can at this point, and I'm so behind. It was supposed to be, I don't know, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but then there was a scheduling conflict, and so we scheduled it out 2 weeks later. I think it was 2 weeks ago it was supposed to be. And that made me think I just had all the time in the world, and I didn't count on getting sick. So I'm not going to be baking anything, and I just didn't feel like going overboard and having to prepare and stuff. It's just going to be good. It's going to be fun. They're going to get some little gifts, and they're going to have some food to eat. And that's it. Okay, Rocket, come here. Come over here. Yeah. I told everybody that you have a new girlfriend, Daisy, huh? You have Chloe now, and Penny, and Daisy. You know, it's funny, when I did a previous video with Rocket and I was telling his story about what was the dog? Was it Chloe and Penny? Oh yeah, how he cheated on Chloe with Penny. And I was telling that story, and he looked at you, and I didn't notice it until I was editing, and he had his little tongue out the whole time, like he was doing that on purpose, because he knew he cheated, and he's just trying to be a badass. You're trying to be a badass, aren't you? Okay, enough. Some people don't like that I love on this dog like this. Isn't that awful? Some people don't like that. What can I talk about for a minute? I'm dying to tell you guys some differences between some of the guys I dated, but I know they would recognize themselves in the video if they're still watching. So I was trying to give it some time before I talk. And also, I would never want anyone to think that I was throwing them under the bus, because I'm not. I'm good with all of it. I'm good with all of it. The way things turned out, the things that I learned, that is the most, the best thing, I should say, about dating, is I learned so much about not only the guys, but myself. He's itchy. He's an itchy dog, and no matter what I try, please don't fill my comments. Please, please, please don't fill my comments, because I've tried so many things, right? And you're going to have another little bath when we get home, okay? With your very expensive shampoo, 50 bucks for a bottle, doesn't fucking work, right? But we're going to use it again, as directed. Yeah? They need to cross out the part where they lied. Doesn't work. That's why I don't like vet things. I like to watch vets on YouTube who give you, home remedies that are usually better, like apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. That takes care of fleas and any thing that they might have, whether it's yeast or fungus or whatever. And if they lick that, it's not going to make them sick. See? See what I mean? Jelly bean? So we're going to keep trying. We're on top of it. I've changed his diet. I've done all kinds of stuff. All right, so I don't remember where I was. Oh yeah, so I wouldn't be throwing the guys under the bus. I would just like to maybe open someone else's eyes, especially if you're around my age, as to what to look for. If you're young and you're looking to have a husband, you want to have a family, you have to sometimes say, well, okay, he would make a good husband and good father, but I don't really care for the fact that he does this. But when you're my age, 64, you're not looking for that. You're looking for somebody that you want to be able to go out with and do things with, and you want it to be easy. And I hate when people say you have to work hard at a relationship. If you're working hard at a relationship, then it's the wrong relationship, especially if you're young. It should be easy for young people too. But like I said, you have different things to consider. You definitely want somebody who's going to have a good job if you want a family. At my age, you're just hoping that they're collecting Social Security, and that it's a big enough check to cover their bills. You don't have to care if the guy was a slouch all his life, as long as he's got a check coming in every month. Stuff like that. And I'm not as concerned about if the man won't dance with me. I would love that. But it's really hard to find that, especially in bars, because I also don't want someone who drinks. So that really cuts it down for me. I am happy if the man comes out with me and doesn't drink. That's cool. I can give that up because I do have my friends, my girlfriends to dance with. So I do get to dance. Now, if I were 25 and looking for a husband and I love to dance, I would want a man who dances with me, because I would want to be able to do that for years and years together. I don't have years and years now, so it's okay if the man just sits there and acts like he's having fun. So let me think, what is like one little thing that I can tell you the difference? I wanted to make a list. I really have a lot of things that I want to talk about when it comes to this, just to, you know, show you the things that I've learned. I just, you know, hope that the things I've learned are helpful to others. I like to be helpful, even though I seem to be like a royal bitch to many of you. Many of you think that, and I'm not. I can be, but deep down inside, I'm a good girl. I'm a good person, I think, and I like to help. I'm so glad that I'm in a good mood. It shows that I really am feeling much better today, and I didn't think I would because I had a rough night, could not sleep. I was just feeling lousy, but I feel pretty good now. And anyway, how about this? Instead of me trying to give some examples, because my mind is really on just getting ready for this afternoon. Oh, and we did determine, I think, that 5 o'clock is still afternoon, 6 p.m. is when evening starts. And it dawned on me, according to the TV guide, I do think, I haven't had a TV guide, an actual one, for years. I loved when the TV guide would come in. I loved that. As a child, all the way up until they changed from this size to like more of a magazine style. Hated it. I think evening starts at 6 p.m. in the TV guide. And then when I had said it was like between like, you know, like 10, 11, 12 are tweens, because they're not really a child anymore, yet they're not a teenager, so they're between, so they're tweens. And somebody said, oh, what did... Tweevening. It's tweevening. It's not quite afternoon. It's between afternoon and evening. Tweeving. I thought that was very, very clever. Don't remember who said it, but it was good. You did good. I have no clue what made me start talking about that. I think I was telling you that I have a lot of stuff to do. So, oh yeah, so you can let me know if you'd be interested in me chatting about certain things, about guys, dating as an elder. And, you know, what there is out there, what I've learned, and I don't know. I'm not a pro at this by any means. I didn't even date since my 20s, and it wasn't really dating then. I mean, I had a few boyfriends, but it was mostly just me drinking. And then for 30 years, I didn't date at all. I had my husband, and we didn't even date because we had met when we were younger, much younger, and we just kept in touch. So there was no dating involved. We just all of a sudden one day said, hey, let's live together. Okay. Let's get married. Okay. So we did all that. So I just had fun and am having fun with the journey of men that I've been meeting and getting to know and getting to learn about. And so much more I'm learning about myself and how I do have to chill. I have to fucking chill because I can lose my mind over the most ridiculous things. And that's an issue. And again, if I were younger, I would make a choice and say, can't be with this person because this person, the way he does things or, you know, says things or whatever, I would be like, I'd be triggered my whole life and I'd have a long life ahead. But again, at this point, there's not a whole lot of choices, and it's time for me to just chill and let people be who they are. There is no changing anyone. No one is going to change somebody else. Just like no guy would be able to change me. I have to want to make some changes. And again, it's not about who's right or who's wrong or who does this and who does that. Hang on a minute. I have no idea what I was talking about, and I'm not at my computer, so I can't look back. That was Joe from the treatment center. He just was on break and thought he'd give me a call, and I was able to tell him that I was able to pick up his meds. I remembered something. Yeah, so I think I was talking about stuff like that, that it's not a matter of how someone is or what they do or, you know, if it's a good person or bad person. It just has to be something that you can put up with. And I can put up with a lot of things because I'm very empathetic. That part I can, to a fault, most of the time. But there's things that trigger me that just make me go nuts. I mean, it's like, and I don't like that at all. And so, you know, I'm working on that. I'm just trying to tell myself what does it all matter in the big scheme of things? It doesn't. If something doesn't actually affect my life, you know, I should just be able to look past things, I guess. And I haven't had a lot of practice with that, so I think I'm going to very quickly start learning that. You know, I was a homebody for so long, just with a toxic mother, and, you know, you learn what you learn at the time, and I think learning new things and learning new things about yourself and finding more understanding, I think that takes time too. And it's only been 2 years, 2.5 years about, since my mother died. I've only been here almost 3 years. October 31st is when we moved, came in that night, you know, November 1st, it was after midnight. So it'll be 3 years since I left Maine. And people still ask me, oh, you went back to Maine, because they'll watch videos from the olden days. I guess people just don't stop to think that it could be an old video. Because she's like, oh, you moved back to Maine, and then somebody else says, you're wearing a wedding ring, and that was like a long time ago. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's just funny, and I have to explain, no. Oh yeah, and somebody accused me of being a fraud with carnivore because I was cooking something that had nothing to do with being carnivore. And I even looked, and that was the summer of 2016 that I was doing that video, and I started, it was like June 2016, and I became carnivore in November of 2016. And I explained that, and they still had a comeback as to how I was lying about that. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I'm never gonna convince them. They need to eat some fucking meat. Get their brain going. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. Gonna take this dog. We will have to take a little walk today, too. All right, come back on that side, baby. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. And let me know if you want to hear about the dating shit.